Hey everybody, this is Merulu and welcome back to Let's Play Sakura Shrine Girls. Last time what did we do? I can't really remember. We were praying with the one girl at the beginning, and then that was kind of it. We had some telepathy thing going on with, Kayako. And then... oh yeah, and she was like squishing her boobs all around, and she's like, if it's you, it's okay. And I was like, the a million times I've heard that in every visual novel. But anyway, I guess we're continuing on after that scene. So, let us go. In between my training as a priest and school, it seems I can't get a single moment of rest. One thing I did do was look further into this Ascension Festival that everyone around me keeps mentioning. The local history of the shrine suggests that a festival is held there every year to celebrate the coming of new gods into our world. It occurs not only in this this town. But multiple... that seems weirded wrong, but multiple places across the countryside too. Everyone in this region celebrates the Ascension Festival as a sign of respect to the spirits who help nurture and guide the forces of nature and ensure the prosperity of the land. If I were to take a guess, a guardian spirit must emerge into our world every year, overtaking the duties that their predecessors fulfilled. This year, the spirits of the two gates will ascend, and those two spirits are Kayo and Nayako. I think the reason I'm getting them confused is because, like, it's Ka and Na, and then Yo. And even though one's like Yoko, it's like Kayo and Nayo. And I think that's the part that's confusing me. But now I'll try to get that in my head. All of my training is to ensure that my soul is the beacon for Nayako and Kayo to keep themselves anchored to this world before the festival. It's not really something I'm worried about at this point, though. The two of them have said that I have a strong spirit. Perhaps one thing I need to do is look deeper into my family's history. My father was a priest, as was my grandfather, as was my great-grandfather. Did all of them attend to spirits similar to Kayo and Nayako? Maybe I should talk to my grandfather about it when I get home. Welcome home, Toru. I come home to the smell of cinnamon and peppers. Reckon you can handle some more curry tonight? That's fine by me. I take a seat by the table. You usually go to your room. Something on your mind? I wanted to know, Grandpa, I know you're probably just joking about it, but what would happen if... do I really want to ask this? If you what? Don't worry, it's nothing. You can't just bring it up and then just totally flop out on it like that. You can't do that. Ugh, lame. Grandpa just gives me a funny look. Well, if you say it's nothing, I'll believe you. Mild curry tonight, I'm guessing? Grandpa, who are the spirits you tended to when you were a priest? He grows quiet. Why are you asking me something like that so suddenly? I just wanted to know if all the men in our family have dealt with the same problems I have. You're asking if they were girls, right? Damn, he's got me. Well, they were. The spirits I looked after resided in the two gates. As beautiful as you can imagine those two were. He grows quiet as he seems to reflect on his memories. I miss them. I miss them a lot. Sorry. That was really insensitive of me. No, don't be sorry. The days I spent with them are some of the fondest memories I have. He picks up the jars he keeps his roll of cinnamon in. They loved curry, you know. I used to have to make vegetable curries for them so that they would actually get some vegetables in their diet. One of them loved spicy food. The other loved hers as mild as you could get it. So there were two of them? Yep, that's how it's been at the two gates. One spirit, two priests. There's a longing in his voice as he talks about the past. Believe me, they used to be a real handful, not unlike your two stray cats. Day after day, I can't keep doing this voice. It's driving me insane. Oh my god. Day after day, I would be the one chasing them and making sure that they don't do anything ridiculous. Cleaning up those two shrines was a lot to do, but I loved every minute of it. The retirement plan for when my duties ended wasn't so bad either. Whoever's on the other side, in the beyond, they're very generous to their priest. A gentle smile forms upon Grandpa's face. I hope that I will be able to make curry for them again one day. Both of us know that there's something past in this life. There's something past this life, yeah. There's somewhere out there in the beyond, and if I have to cook the unhealthiest curry I can to bring them home to me, I will. But that's a long way off. He rustles my hair. I'm in no rush to head to the beyond, so don't you worry, Toru. Grandpa plans to stay around for a long time. After all, I can't leave my grandson to handle these two spirits himself, can I? Now that I think about it, Grandpa never really told me much about his past. Beyond being a priest and the weird things he said about the spirits, I don't actually know much about him. Wait, I've just realized something. I don't actually know what my grandmother looks like. Grandpa did have a wife, didn't he? Well, if he didn't, then I definitely wouldn't been here. Who was she then? I've never seen any photos of her around the house. She must have died a long time before I was born. But for today, I don't think I should ask him any more questions. Thanks, Grandpa. Maybe we can try out that vegetable curry you mentioned. That sounds like a great idea. Oh, but you've already started cooking something else. There's no reason I can't make both. Just because I'm old doesn't mean what were you talking about? Potatoes? Sorry. Well, don't break yourself too hard, old man. It's best not to burn yourself out. Grandpa just laughs. It'll be ready in about a half a moon and die. That's how I feel right now. So go ahead and take some time and rest in your room. You look pretty tired, like I could sleep. Heading up the stairs, I notice that my door to my room is open again. Oh, come on, Nayoko. You can't just keep sneaking into my room like this. I slam the door wide open. And cat butt. Cat butt in the face. Pulling her skirt down, Kaio's eyes are partially closed. The words get stuck in my throat. I haven't actually seen her lingerie from this angle before. Although I focus on her chest a lot, she actually has quite an impressive... Toru? She looks back at me. Nice to see you again. What are you doing in my room, Kaio? Getting undressed. Why in my room? Why are you here? Is there something wrong with that? You are my priest after all. You understand me better than anyone else in the world. Something like this should not be a problem in a relationship as intimate as ours. Well, yes? Why is well, yes the only thing he came up with? It is actually a problem. Am I really so displeasing to look upon, Toru? No, it's not that at all. Then what's the problem, Toru? The problem is the exact opposite. An extremely attractive girl getting undressed in front of me. How else am I supposed to react? She continues to pull her skirt down, letting it fall to the floor, giving me an unobstructed view of her panties and stockings. Her panties tightly cling to her form, covering far less than you would expect. Once again, I find myself unable to avert my eyes. She looked back at me over her shoulder, her amber eyes watching my every reaction. Listen, if you're gonna get dressed, use the bathroom or something. There's a lock on that for a reason. How come you acted so embarrassed with those wind spirits before? And now you're brazenly stripping down in front of me.
I didn't want anyone else to see me like that. But I don't mind if it's you, Toru. That's simply it.
Her hands began to slip underneath her top, gradually pulling it upward. That's enough, alright?
Come on, Toru. We're going to be together for a long time, so don't be so flustered by something simple as this.
I swear. If this is how she acts around me, I don't know what I'm gonna do. The more and more I see of her, the more my heart feels like it's gonna act on its own. His heart. Not your dick. Oh, I'm sorry. I tried to keep it classy, and I can't. I just wonder where this will all go. Apparently nowhere, because it's the next day. After I left the room for a bit, did I even set my timer? Oh, I did. After I left the room for a bit, I returned to find Kaya waiting for me. She is seated in a formal pose again.
Please excuse me, I was passing by your house and I needed to get changed. It's a much further walk.
It's a much further walk to my... That's how I would have kept talking if I kept on going. It's a much further walk to my shrine than it is to here, so I felt you wouldn't mind. Well, I guess I don't. Just let me know first, okay?
That is not an issue. I'm surprised that your grandfather did not mention I was here.
He never mentions when guests are here. He doesn't. He does that. Naoko turns up all uninvited all the time.
She still does that?
Yeah, it's a bit of a problem.
It is now.
I'd better change the subject. Kaio, I have a question.
I will do my best to answer it.
You mentioned that there being a covenant with a family a long time ago. What exactly is it about?
We are a particular kind of guardian spirit, as you may have guessed.
Well, yes. The cat ears and tails are fairly distinct features.
There are many spirits like us in our house, and our house has always used men from your families as their priests. The covenant is the agreement that we share. In exchange for the prosperity that your family has been blessed with, your family must put forward a priest every generation with the changing of the two gates guardian spirits. Your father honored this agreement, as did your father, as did your great-grandfather, as you do now. As such, our house and your family share a long history with another. I'm sorry, I'm trying to kind of meld it in my mind, but at the same time, reading it out loud is not... I realize it's coming out as kind of robotic, so I apologize for that. What is the deal with your house, then? Is it like a family or what? More akin to a clan in your world. None of us are actually related to each other, so it would be far-fetched to call this family. I cannot explain it myself, but spirits simply manifest into existence. It has long been debated where we actually come from, for the beyond has mysteries that even its own descendants can't explain. The only ties and relations we share are the ones that we make ourselves. Rather than the bonds of bloods you share with your family, when guardian spirits of our particular kind are discovered, they are invited to join our house. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, I think I get it. How weird. Are all these spirits of your house women? Yes, all of them are.
Once again, since we don't know how we don't understand our own origins, we cannot determine the reason behind this. Well, if it cannot be explained, I suppose there's not really much else to think about with that. How exactly does your house determine who gets to go to the two gates, then?
It is a highly political matter. There are splinter groups in the house who attempt to raise their own status by putting forward their own candidates. It is considered to be a high honor to be tended by the priests of the Akita family. The other factors are also considered. You also need a certain temperament to handle the pressures of the position gives. I was put forward as a candidate because they believed my temperament was well suited to the role. And Nayoko? For one reason or another, they seemed to believe that she would be well suited to the role as well. I am not about to pretend that I understand the reasoning behind it, but alas, I am not in a position to argue. She was chosen, and that was final. Kyle looks out the window. I have already dressed in my traditional garb, so there is no reason for me to stay. It's alright to stay the night if you want. No, not today. She stands up. Thank you for your hospitality, Toru. She bows before me. Slowly, she walks out of my bedroom. Well, I'm slowly piecing everything together. I wonder what else we'll discover as time goes on. That's kind of a good stopping spot there, I guess. Honestly, I didn't think this was gonna go on quite so darn long. So I guess we're gonna have to break this up into more parts and say I'm sorry. So we'll end this part here, and we'll continue on with the part 9 for sure. I keep hoping like, oh, it's gonna wrap up soon, and it's like, nope. More reading. I don't know. It's not bad. I would hope there was more interacting and more choices and stuff. Like, the choices are very few and far between, so there's not much of a game. I feel like I'm just here reading an audiobook badly. But anyway, let me know what you think. Obviously, feel free to check out my channel for other videos I've done. You're welcome to leave comments in the comments below. I will always respond to you. If I don't right away, give me a couple days. I will always get back to you to your responses. So anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you again in Sakura Shrine Girls Part 9.